wrong. You have ignored the signs. You've gone on and on without being serious. Who are we kidding? This is the Serious Talk Show.
Welcome back to the Serious Talk Show, here for episode 2 in season 2. We're excited to be here tonight. And
starting out great.
Awesome. Starting even better.
You might want to pull up.
I don't know what's going on.
Pull the cord up.
Yeah, we're going to do something around here. We're going to do. I'll just hold it. I like holding it.
It's been sitting for 2 hours.
It's been.
Open the legs more.
That's as far as they open.
There you
Really?
go.
Yeah.
Well,
That's
pull.
dumb. Oh, there.
Perfect.
It's
Sweet.
holding.
Don't touch it.
Nobody move the table.
I'm not moving for the rest of the show.
Okay. Well, welcome to the Serious Talk Show here.
You get to move when Adrian comes back.
Yeah.
Oh, that's never.
So,
But I'm
season
here.
3?
Season 3, really.
This is great.
Man, Mike is not. Yeah.
You know what? I'm just going to do this.
You just do that?
We'll just baby it for a little while.
Just baby it for a little bit. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on with that thing. All right. Well, great start. I want to. Oh my gosh. I don't even know where we are now. This is
I
so
don't know what to
confusing.
do with my hands anymore.
Well, I am your host, John
I had an
Owens, here
idea.
on the Serious Talk Show, along with my co-host, Adrian Gonzalez.
That's
Michael.
not me.
You're a little bit wider than Adrian.
Oh, yeah.
Very much wider.
You look
your vision's worse.
much handsome. Oh, much more handsome.
My vision's worse. Well, why did nobody tell me I had bad vision?
I thought you could see that.
I think the point is that I can't.
Skin tone changed a little bit, too.
Yeah, pretty white. I need to go to
And you're
go to
shorter.
the beach. I can't help that.
But anyways,
Don't pick on my height.
Adrian's not here today. He had to work or something.
Lame.
Yeah, lame. We'll see
This
him
is
in
his job.
season 3.
He's being responsible.
No, he's not. He's being forced to do something.
We have our regular contributor, Michael, here, as well as Carlos back from
What's
last
up?
week.
Welcome back, Carl.
Adrian's
Oh,
cousin.
thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're glad to have you back.
I missed
I'm glad
last
to be
week, so I
back.
The
can't
host won't
say.
welcome you. I
Yeah,
will.
Raymond's. Well, we heard you got hit by a car, according to Adrian.
I don't know who
It was a Hot
said
Wheels.
that.
Michael,
Hot
he
Wheels
confirmed
car.
it.
Michael
It was a
confirmed
Hot Wheels car.
Actually, I had to help my dad.
Oh.
What a
I
good
was,
son you
I was
are.
trying to be good because he's kind of old, and he doesn't like. It's hard for him to carry heavy things.
No,
Oh,
So
Understandable.
understandable.
he's like 64 now.
that's not old.
Well, I mean, in retrospect of carrying like a whole work day's worth of tools up and down a hill to unpack it from a truck or to pack it up into a truck,
It's true.
It's just called work.
kind of old for that. When he has a 23-year-old son that can just do it for him.
There you go.
True.
You are a great son.
I try.
Very much so. I would
He
also
kinda
like to.
made me alive. So
Great son. I would like to also introduce my brother in the back. He is running the show from back there.
Whoa.
Producing
What's
it
up,
for us today. Him and Raymond are going to start switching on and off. Helping
yeah, I
produce
miss being on the show. It's been forever.
It has been. He's been back there running it.
What you gotta do?
Oh, we have a friend on the couch, too.
We do.
We do.
There he is.
We can hear you.
It's our in-studio audience. We have a live audience here
Yes, we
every
do.
week. We invite you to come here, but I want to give my address away. So,
If you can find his apartment, you're welcome.
yeah.
You're welcome.
You're welcome to come on in.
Oh,
It's 13 Elm Street.
13 Elm Street.
22B. Wait,
It's actually the
22B
last house
Baker
on the
Street?
left. On Elm Street.
But we'll be bringing back the call-in number next week for anyone who'd like to call into the podcast. I'm trying to work out those technical
Are we
difficulties
allowed
with
to
that.
call in?
I mean, if you're not here, you can call in.
Yeah.
Already here.
I just like go to the bathroom and then call in.
It'll be funny. All right,
Just
well,
start
let's
screaming.
go ahead and something I want to hit on today would be the Grammys.
Oh, I didn't know you were into older women.
Why are you trying to hit old women?
I don't know.
Why are you trying to hit on the Grammys? They need love too, though.
He
They do.
likes his
They do
Grammys.
need love.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, but we're not talking.
Sugar Granny.
We're not talking about those Grammys. We're talking about the Grammys.
Your Grammys.
The Grammys. That
Grammy
the
Grammys.
music show Well,
Oh, by
award.
show of hands, raise your hand if you actually cared that the Grammys were on last night.
To be honest, I didn't even know they were on last
Me
night.
neither.
I didn't either.
I saw it in the news. Figure we talk about it.
Who won what?
Yeah.
From what
I
I've heard,
disagree.
from what I've heard, people are really upset because what's his name? Bruno Mars got nominated for like 6 of the things and won all 6 of them.
Good lord.
Good.
He's not even
He is
that,
good.
Like, I don't like his new stuff. I like old Bruno Mars. Now he's too sexual about women and stuff. Not that he wasn't, but now it's too much.
Yeah, well, I agree that the lyrics are a lot more vulgar than what they used to be, but the music, the musicality that he does, I like. It's throwback 90s, and that's, I mean, I was in high school in the 90s. I mean, you guys weren't
just being
around,
born.
you know.
I saw him live, and it was one of the best musical concerts.
How else would you see him but live? I mean, if you see him dead, we'll be talking about a different subject altogether.
But his concert was very, very geared toward women, obviously, but it was amazing.
Oh, Bruno Mars is great. I loved his Super Bowl halftime show when he did.
Yeah, his Super Bowl.
He actually is one of those performers that travels with musicians.
Yeah.
Like he doesn't just
like Justin Timberlake.
Yeah.
So thankfully, I mean that's great. But it is interesting to note. What are you doing?
Oh my god!
Did you at least turn the camera to you when you did that?
Do we live in a 13th century mansion?
I know, right?
It's not like somebody just opened up
Josh
a huge door.
Back
he should have just turned the camera to him and then did it just randomly.
Yeah.
You should play that audio sample you got at the click.
But someone does bring up a good point. Bon Iver. I don't know if anyone knows Bon Iver.
I don't listen to him, unfortunately. I'm sorry.
Great
singer-songwriter guy.
Singer-song. Well, yeah, sort of. I mean, in a very, very odd kind of
hipster
music. Pretty cool music, I think. How he combines like old instruments with newer stuff. But he made the point saying that the Grammys is really just an award show for the music industry. Outside of the music industry, no one really cares. Like, I don't really care if you want a Grammy. I just care if I like your music.
Did Kanye interrupt Taylor Swift again? That's the only thing
No,
I
but he
care
didn't
about.
win anything, and I think
Of course he didn't.
Yeah.
He fallen off.
I'm pretty sure I saw a video either on Instagram or Twitter or something of his daughter like trying to get them not to clap or something.
Oh no. He's rubbed off on her.
She was like, no. I think it was what's her name? See, I don't even care nothing now.
Marty B?
No.
Isn't that the girl's name? Callie B? Cardi B?
No,
Cardi
it was
B.
no, it was Kim
Kardashian?
Yeah.
She won an award at the Grammys?
She was like clapping and they were like, no.
Oh.
Stopped her from clapping or something like that. I don't know. I'm pretty sure that's what I saw.
Hey, Michael.
Yeah.
Thanks for killing the vibe.
Yeah, I was honestly about to ask, what can a sex tape not do? She's winning Grammys.
Gosh.
Let's not get into Kim Kardashian.
No.
I think a lot of people don't want to get into Kim Kardashian.
No.
All right.
On that note, please.
No. Yeah. So Grammys, no one cares.
Nope.
Who cares?
Yeah.
Let's go listen to good music.
Yep. Scary Pockets.
Yeah. Scary Pockets.
Yeah. It's a new band I've kind of brought everybody into to come see now. It's
pretty nice.
Okay.
If you haven't seen any like really cool things on YouTube lately, search Scary Pockets. They do a lot of cool remixes of popular songs, but in a real like old school funk way.
Oh, is it what we were watching?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna check them out.
That's good music.
That is good music. I would agree. I mean, that's the thing is the Grammys, you watch it anymore. Most of the live music, most of the people can't sing, can't perform live, don't know how to perform live, and they don't have like a band with them half the time.
You know, I enjoy more about music is I like watching bands like the one I just talked about, Scary Pockets, or other one like Dirty Loops. You know, bands like this that take a song that's been commercialized and say, let me just show you what a musician will do with this.
Yeah.
Not what a record executive says is going to sell.
Yeah.
But what musicians would say, this sounds really neat. If this song was done this way, this is how the musicians would do it. And I enjoy that much more.
No, I agree. And I think the music industry definitely is moving towards a place of, especially with technology today, for everyone being able to make their own music and go
cheap.
Yeah,
easy.
There are a lot of indie bands, a lot of people just making their own music, not having to sign to a record label. And I think you're starting to see that grow, especially with things like Spotify and YouTube and things you can just go watch these people.
Getting a lot more weird sounds
which is
Which
great.
is good.
It's
I like.
it's good for music because we've kind of hit that stage since I would even say the 80s, really. Where 80s is great. After that, it's just kind of like
well, now music or the music industry, it used to be geared towards record sales. If you can sell records, now it's the record sales make very, very little of the money. It's the touring. So how else to publicize your tour than put out a lot of videos, make people interested, make it really, really cool, and then you draw people in where you can start making the money. And that's how, you know, bands have started coming up now and started to actually thrive in the music industry, is making music relevant and making it easy and for people to see and people to hear, like Spotify. You know, because you can put pretty much anything on iTunes, SoundCloud.
Well, you can put things up on Facebook and boost them. You don't need a record company to make it big
anymore. You're your own record company.
You need one dude that knows what he's doing and $5,000 to buy the equipment.
And I think that's good for the industry. I mean, things have to move forward eventually, and eventually people get tired of the pop music. I mean, there's going to be a certain group of people that are always going to love it.
Oh yeah, you got your Taylor Swift nuts that they're going to, you know, fall for every Taylor Swift album. They're going to buy it regardless. I mean, the only genre of music right now that's surviving in record sales is country music.
Yeah.
What
do y'all think the
that's
next big, like, genre twist is going to be? Because I think from what I've seen and some of the things that I've been like hearing randomly, it's like folky bluegrass is finding its way into other genres really quickly.
Oh Lord!
Like, there's like bluegrass rap. And they get like rappers to rap over bluegrass beats, and it's
I think the music you're going to see start coming big now, and I'm much older than you guys in the room, so I've been around quite a while. The music you're going to see start coming around now is music that is, I hate to use this term, but worldly music, meaning you pull from different types of influences, whether it's bluegrass, jazz, R&B, hip hop. I mean, one of my favorite bands is Snarky Puppy, and they collab with a lot of vocalists, but they're considered a world band because they pull in different sounds and beats and different things for different. I think that's the sound when you can make something your own by including all your influences. I think instead of pigeontoeing yourself into, oh, I'm just hip hop or I'm just pop.
And that's been a big problem for, I mean, I think the music industry is everyone just kind of makes the same album anymore. You don't have a lot of bands that kind of, everything's like they consistently sound different. And that's kind of why I would say I like Bon Iver too, is because he had a folky album to start with. He went to cabin for like 2 months, recorded by himself, came out, and then now it's very like mixed still with his same sound. He still has that weird falsetto sounds. I kind of like it, but now he mixes it. Like he has this one song that he does with a saxophone. The guy plays a saxophone and does it into this thing, and he plays a vocoder with it and plays it along with the saxophone, which to me that's I like the fact that you're still referencing back to like, you know, it's still getting to the point where everything's so digital and synthesized and everything, which is great. But I think if you mix the two together, it actually it can be pretty cool.
And you're starting to see the bridge. When I was growing up, it was musicians, and then then you hit a time period where there weren't so many more musicians out, but everybody was sampling old stuff, and it became sampling was it.
That's the thing now. Still in hip hop.
Yeah, it still is, but you're hearing now a lot of unique sounds. I don't listen to a lot of hip hop anymore. You know, if I'm at work or something like that and something's playing on the background, I'll hear it that way. But the sound of hip hop today is a little bit less sampled. Well, I should say it's a lot less sampled now. You're getting guys that are really finding instrumentalists to play tracks and make some really unique sounds. I mean, you're hearing piano tracks like you didn't hear before. And I think you're starting to see the turn back to, like we were talking about, Bruno Mars that has a full band, Justin Timberlake full band, and
because it's more interesting to watch, or at least as a musician. Because actually, it's funny because
it's a different energy. It's a different energy altogether. When you have a full band, it's way different from hearing a track play. There's no, I mean, the track is going to have some expression, but just even the sound waves of a kick drum hitting, or a thump of a bass guitar is so, or a bass drum, or No, basically, I said it right.
It's better when it's authentically
It's better
live.
when it's live, when somebody's playing, because it brings a feeling and inflection that's appropriate to that venue.
Yep.
Because every concert, although they might do the same song, same repertoire, is specific to that crowd. You feed off the energy, and therefore that experience it's much more personal and in depth.
It becomes more than just like a sound experience. It's a physical experience. It's a visual
Emotional,
experience.
too.
Emotional. Like, you not only hear the emotion in the music, you can see how passionate the musicians are when they're playing. You can see how much they get into it, how they're grooving. It just makes you want to move. Like, it's like mirroring. Like, it makes you want to react the same way, and just gets you in the mood to
And you
feel the music.
And you're starting to see the trend of, like we were talking about, a lot of bands making their music free and accessible to people.
Right.
To draw in crowds. You see that today in like worship bands where you have elevation worship that pretty much makes all their music free online for musicians. You need the core charge.
Because you don't make money from the music.
No,
Yeah.
no.
Well, you can if you're big enough, but
Yeah, if you're David Foster.
yeah, or you put things on Spotify and you're able to sign deals and stuff like that. It's just.
I'm ready to see more
industry
bands like Blue Light Orchestra.
Yeah, they're
Where like they just do things no one else did at all, and then like no one like tries to top it.
Yeah,
We just like, well, they're really good. They're the best at that. I'll do my own thing.
Definitely.
Yeah. We need more bands like Earth, Wind, and Fire in Chicago.
Oh, yeah.
Bands like that.
We have a comment. Someone says it's nice to see Adrian.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I'm glad to be here.
Yeah. Yes.
Raymond, our fill-in Adrian for tonight.
Hey, fake Adrian, can you just talk about yourself for about 5 minutes?
Oh yeah, I'm a phenomenal musician. I like to play acoustic guitar.
Yeah.
I break a lot of strings because I play really hard.
Yeah, every guitar in his house.
Yeah, every guitar that I have a broken
Have you
string.
seen my new tattoo? I guess.
Yeah, it's called White.
It's just,
Yeah. His new tat is, I regret something that happened in my life.
No regrets.
no, do you see this
Not
art?
even one letter.
This art. This is.
Art.
I swear this is
I feel like we're hurting his feelings now.
Yeah.
Like I feel my feelings. Are
We wouldn't
getting
know because he's
Feelings
not
are-
here. We wouldn't know because he's not here.
Ooh,
Oh, yeah. He probably won't listen either, so it's okay.
He called me a loser earlier, so I really don't care.
Oh, he did.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
darn, yeah.
Well, I
Screw
mean,
Adrian.
the truth shall set you free. Sorry.
The
All right.
truth will set you
So this Sunday,
Don't
upcoming
say
Eagles.
Sunday,
Yeah.
free. That's who I want to win. They won't, but I want them to.
It's the Eagles versus the Cheaters. It's a great
Here we go
matchup.
again. It is the Super Bowl,
Like an eagle.
and we got the Tom Brady.
I was gonna put him on his face.
Don't put him on his face.
I will put him on
I
his
don't know which
face.
table we're on. Tom Brady, here on the desk.
It's a table.
But
Does that ball look a little deflated to you in that picture?
Actually, yeah.
It looks a
And
little
it
fake.
does look a little deflated. Look, there's even a rest flag in his back pocket.
Where's his ring?
He just throws it on the field anytime he needs a penalty on the other team.
They should have put
That
his
would be a
rings on that.
pretty great gag toy.
Oh my gosh.
The ball a little flat.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it is the Super Bowl
Yeah.
for Super Bowl Sunday. But something else has happened in the news that has had actually do with Tom Brady.
I think you know what you're talking
You
about.
think I know what I'm talking
Again,
about?
yeah, his daughter.
Yeah.
Somebody brought up his daughter. In
In
What was
a
the term they used?
pissant.
oh, yeah.
Call it
Major
annoying.
annoying pest.
Yeah.
Basically.
Basically, yeah.
And didn't
Darn.
he just walk out of the interview?
Excuse me.
He called in because the actual WEEI I think is from Boston.
Yeah.
It's like a radio show, right?
Yeah, yeah, it's a radio show. So they actually just funny enough, they actually just worked out a deal with the Patriots to cover them further. And this it's like some 20-year-old went off and said this on the air. But they're talking about the documentary that Tom Brady has
Yeah.
or whatever now. But his daughter's in there for like 5 seconds. So it's kind of, I don't understand why.
How would you know
would-
she's annoying if she's only there for
I mean,
5
what would you do if someone attacked one of your children, like a 5-year-old child?
Dims is fighting words.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. You know,
I would've made
there's
my way to
there's
Boston.
a few things that you don't mess around with. You don't mess around in this order. My family. Well, let me take it back. You don't talk bad about God in front of me. You don't talk bad about my family, and you don't mess with my things, my cars specifically. Don't touch my radio, my air conditioner, or my windows. Just sit back, shut up, and enjoy the ride. But yeah, if you talk bad about one of my kids, I'm coming after you like an angry grizzly bear.
I don't have kids,
Papa Bear.
but don't talk bad about Josh's kid because she's adorable.
Oh, she is. I don't even know how you could talk bad about her.
He did. He did earlier.
He did.
You gotta put you on.
He talked bad about his own kid.
But that's the parent's right though. Like the parent's the one that can call.
That's why
their
my mouth
kid,
is
like,
closed.
An annoying little.
That's fine.
It's my own little pissant.
There you go.
You don't talk about my pissant. I talk about my pissant.
But it is a little bit ridiculous, and I think it is. It's not even just that anymore.
It's
It's
just
people
kinda
feel.
rude.
Like, why would you bring that up out of nowhere, too?
It's not your business to bring up someone's family when you're talking about like a sports team. Or
Yeah.
a
That's
specific
so far
person.
left field. Like,
I mean, she's
What?
It has
5.
nothing to do with the game.
No.
Yeah,
exactly.
that's the other thing too. Like above just like not being on topic, she can't defend herself.
Yeah, she's
She's
5.
5 years old.
I
Like,
mean, of course, 5-year-old children are annoying, but you don't talk bad about other people's
Oh,
children.
why'd
like
you
that.
restrict it to 5? Because I've got
Oh,
a
okay. Well,
bunch
I
of
would
kids
say-
that are
okay.
still annoying, and they're way older than 5.
young adults and children are annoying.
Yes.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are, my friend.
I'll take it.
Some of us aren't half
What?
bad.
No, John, you're an exception.
Thank you. Thank you.
I meant that sarcastically.
you
You haven't reached young adult yet.
the only exception at this table.
But
Except
Super
for
Bowl,
me.
is then you going to watch the Super Bowl then?
If I have time, I probably
Probably
still
gonna have a
won't. I have things to
party.
do.
But not like watch the Super Bowl. Actually, it's one of my close friends' birthday, so we're probably gonna just throw a party for him.
So you're gonna eat, and eat, and eat, and eat, and eat, and eat, and eat.
Ooh.
Touchdown.
Throw up.
Eat.
Eat.
Can I say something about that? Eating?
Go ahead.
Yeah. Funny. You remember last week I told you
Yeah.
guys I was a candidate of that surgery thing.
Oh, yeah.
The very next day I got approved for my surgery. And
Congratulations.
tonight I officially had my food funeral. It's called a food funeral. I had like my favorite meal that I've been kind of had like a little hankering for. I had some chicken wings tonight with Noah over at Buffalo Wild Wings, and that's it. Tomorrow I start a primary liquid diet for the next 2 weeks
That
before
sucks,
they
man.
cut out 95% of my stomach. Ugh.
Ooh.
Yeah,
95%.
Yeah, so they take it out,
yeah.
cut it, and then reattach it together.
No,
right? Or is
no,
it,
no,
how's
no,
it-
no,
How does
no.
this one work?
So this
How's
one's
this
called
work?
a vertical sleeve gastrectomy. So your stomach is like a banana, right?
Right.
So they come in with access points. It's a laparoscopic surgery, and they cut out like a banana shape of your stomach that is the total equivalent of 2 ounces. And they pull out the rest. And it's a really cool like staple machine they put in your stomach that it's cauterizing the stomach and putting 3 rows of staples at the same time. So it's completely sealed when they pull it out. It's sealed on the inside and sealed on the outside.
Wow.
they
So
pull
what
it
happens if you do that
Mm-hmm.
and like you eat a meal that's too big and it starts to stretch your
Oh
stomach?
no, no.
Could that
You
burst?
won't feel like eating.
you can't stretch your stomach, but the chances that you will eat too much to a point where it'll stretch it, you'll puke
Yeah.
because you can't hold enough. Like
So it's not gonna like stretch and burst.
no, well it
Okay.
can if you force yourself. I mean, one of the key things about it is it cuts off a nerve. You have a nerve that runs on the top of your stomach. It cuts out half of it. That nerve is the nerve that signals to your brain that you're hungry.
Oh,
so
so
they-
it curbs your appetite.
It kind of curbs your appetite. Plus, you're restricted to 2 ounces in your stomach. So, after a while, I mean, I see pictures of people eating now, and it's like 2 shrimp and
It's
like
those restaurants
3
in,
little
New York.
heads of broccoli, and they're leaving half of it on their plate.
It's like those restaurants in New York.
Now,
That's, like,
after a
not
course of
healthy.
time, you can eat a little bit more, but it's to help you, to lose weight. The biggest thing in all this is that I have to keep my protein up. I mean, without protein, you're not going to make it.
Right. And so do you have to take supplements for it since you're not able to?
Pretty much like protein shakes.
Okay.
So for the next like 2 weeks, I'll be doing protein shake for breakfast and lunch, a protein snack in the morning, and a fruit in the afternoon. And then for dinner, I get a protein heavy dinner, which would be like a chicken, grilled chicken breast and some vegetables. So I do that for a couple weeks, and when I get out of surgery, it's 2 weeks of just broth and water and protein shakes. 2 more weeks of soft foods like scrambled eggs, grits, and stuff like that. And then after that, it's starting introducing a little bit harder foods.
A little bit
Because
harder.
it
foods
don't
in
want to like damage.
Yeah, you don't want to damage because it's still
You gotta let it heal for a while to get back to normal.
Yeah.
That's
I hope that works out. That'd be cool.
They're saying that I should lose 60% of the weight of my ideal weight. So that would put me exactly where I want to be, which is about 185 pounds. And for me at 185 pounds, I am dead sexy. That's it. There's no other way to put it. I am dead
20 pounds
sexy.
heavier than me.
No, I'm much sexier than you, even now.
He said heavier.
Heavier. I said that would be 20 pounds heavier than me.
Oh.
You, sir, are mean. For no reason.
Oh, no, I'm mean for a reason.
I understand that I'm not the most attractive guy. I'm pretty attractive, but I'm not the most attractive.
Who are you kidding?
Yourself.
I have confidence in myself.
Do you need his glasses?
Yeah, you look a lot better now.
There you go, Raymond.
Raymond, just took
there
his glasses
you
off.
go.
I'm just gonna...
gonna leave now. Okay.
Yeah.
Now I can't reach my glasses.
Yeah, but going back to the Super Bowl, I will be going hopefully to like my dad's house or kids come over to my house
Oh my
to watch it, but it'll be protein shakes for me.
Protein shake. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, I will say as much as I do like eating food, I kind of sometimes I wish like I didn't. You almost
Didn't
wish you
have
didn't
to.
have to half
Yeah.
the time because it takes time out of
Same
your
with
day.
pooping.
Yeah.
It's just such
there's
a waste
that
of time.
There's okay.
There's that
If,
side
we just,
effect.
if our bodies could just learn to use food correctly and not have any waste, that'd be cool.
I mean, no matter what, you're gonna have waste anyway.
You become septic.
But no, like if we could, like if our
I mean, that's a
body,
pure
like if we could
definition of
change the foods to where there's not any waste somehow, like there's only the things that our body needs in it and like the exact amount.
You'd barely be eating anything.
Yeah.
I mean,
You'd be eating like powder.
well, it's stuff
That would just
stuff,
be cool.
Stuff would still have to come out. I mean, you could hook yourself up to some machines if you want.
It's like a what's the bag called?
Oh, the little
TBN.
Is it TBN? Yeah.
A pee bag.
Well,
Better put
there's a
that-
pee
that's a
bag, and then there's
catheter.
also like a.
There's
a
one you
poop
put on
bag.
your
I know.
Oh.
Well,
I
because
know
there's
the
some
name.
people who have to put like if you have
Colostomy.
Yeah.
colostomy
Yeah.
bag.
Yeah.
That's
because
what
if
it
you
is.
have like colon cancer or something, you
Yeah.
literally have
Control
to take it out. You like well, I'm not gonna go into all the details about
Well,
what happens.
Kids,
Well,
this is all about poop.
yeah. Let's not get.
Well, this is a pretty crappy live show.
But protein shakes are
This stinks.
protein shakes actually really are filling.
Yeah, I
Oh,
just
I
drank
agree.
one
Yeah,
like
yeah,
less
yeah.
than an
Protein.
hour ago,
I
and
think
it
so
was
too.
delish.
Yeah, I mean, I got a few of them in the house, so.
So,
Any more comments?
No.
Hey.
no,
No.
Hello, Ashley.
Hey,
You're
somebody
watching.
ask us a question.
got some people watching. So the Olympics are also coming up here.
That's
My
cool.
dad was
Really
watching
soon.
it just the other day, skiing. There
He
was a girl who
watching
like.
the X Games.
Oh,
Me and
never mind.
John were skiing in the Alps
We were just earlier today
earlier today. It was
on the
great.
Ver.
on the
On the
the HTC Vive. We
and
were doing
I
VR.
almost had a panic attack. I can't do that. It's so like disorienting.
I did start him on one of the more intense ones. That's what I was. It's
I s-
weird if you haven't played it.
Oh yeah,
straight
my
up
move.
fell
The
one
first thing
time
you
in
do is
VR.
go ahead and grab the
It's
jetpack
very
and just
cool.
start flying. And I'm just like, where are my feet? Where are my hands?
I straight up fell one time because when I worked at Smartphone Medic, my boss brought in a VR game and you put the phone in
Yeah.
and you're riding a roller coaster, but
Oh,
then,
this
at
is
the,
way
then at
worse.
the end,
Yeah, this is-
it shoots you off and you turn and where you're looking, like your person flies because you're in the like wingsuit. And like I hit a tree and it spun. And I was like, "What?" I just fell over because like I was so into it.
Have you guys seen the videos on YouTube of the people like freaking out on VR sets?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, where they
Oh
do
my
like the
gosh.
scary like.
Oh, my favorite one's like the old ladies.
Yeah,
where
like
they
the
just start
90,
sh-
80, 90 year
Oh
olds.
my god, they start screaming and trying to rip the thing off their head.
Well,
They're
I've seen-
hilarious.
I've seen some where they put the people in VR and they put them in the room and they're going through this like scary warehouse thing, and it's supposed to be like a test for the game.
Yeah.
And then they remove all the chairs, all the desks, everything, and it's just an empty warehouse. And they put a killer in there
Yeah.
with like a knife, and so like they just have the person come up and like touch their arm and like walk away, and so they
Yeah.
get to a point where they get so freaked out in the VR they rip it off and it's dark everywhere. And they
Oh,
hear
man.
stuff. Or so they pull the headphones off, they hear stuff, and they're like, "Is anybody in here?" And then they finally the lights start flickering. They start seeing people run past. And they,
I would say
That's amazing.
virtual reality is very interesting. Is the fact that we can literally stand right over here in this room, in a small section, you take it off and you're really confused about how small the room is, just because.
Yeah, there was a thing that I was watching, and it is so crazy how there's sensors all over the room, and the whole room is built for the game. So in the game, you're walking, and you're kind of walking in the room as well, but you're on like this this thing.
Oh yeah,
it just moves with you.
Yeah.
So you don't really move. So what happens is you have these things next to you, and as you reach out in the game to grab like a sword, someone else that was in there in the demonstration hands you something. So as you grab the sword, you're grabbing something in real life, and it was tripping people up so bad.
It is weird because you can the controllers you can see in the game. When you have your headset on, you can throw your controller on the ground and you can see it like in the game, and you just go over there and pick it up. And it's weird. I'll have to let you guys try it. It's anyone that tries, just try VR once. It's really
I've never tried it before. But
there's this other thing that was going on around where like there's like a little wall, and you set your hand down, but it's on this side. The little wall,
and they put the rubber hand.
And they put the rubber hand there, and they like stroke your hand at the same time they stroke the rubber one. They touch your finger as they touch that one, and then out of nowhere they stab the rubber one. And so you're like, ah! And then like it was like people were like, I feel it, like I really feel it, like it hurts right now, and they didn't even touch them that time.
Yeah.
It is weird. Anyways, that's another discussion for another day. But
I think we should try that next week.
We should. Maybe we'll do a demonstration over here. We can actually do a live demonstration, see what everyone's seeing. Maybe we'll do that next week. It'd be kind of fun. That'd be fun. Favorite Winter Olympic sport and why? And also, is Winter Olympics your favorite Olympic time, or is it the Summer Olympics?
I like Winter Olympics. I mean, they're both cool. I would have to say my favorite is curling.
Curling?
Yes.
What is
I don't know. You haven't seen curling?
It's like where they...
Oh, with the ball?
I'm going to give you...
Well, it's a disc.
It's a stone. It's a stone that's polished.
Curdling?
Curling.
Curl.
Yeah.
Have you watched...
Because they
curl.
They throw... You ever seen shuffleboard?
Okay, yes.
It's shuffleboard on ice. So it means a lot of old white people do it.
Canadians, actually.
Canadians and Midwesterners. Yeah, they do it a lot. But they throw it and they get into the ring. Theirs is like a bullseye, and then you get points for how many stones you get in there. And the opposing team can knock your stone out. And the reason they call it curling is because you can actually make it curl like a curveball on ice, just depending on, you get two brushers out there brushing. In front of it and they're brushing. I just like it because they're screaming the whole time. They are absolutely going bonkers about it.
I think I like the snowboarding half pipe.
Yeah, that's cool.
Because that's just, like, especially when Shaun White was like the big dude in that, like, because it was like kind of a big deal. Just watching people do these.
Some kid today hit back-to-back 1440s.
Oh my good lord!
Scored a 99 out of 100.
Can't beat that. Wow. I've never seen
a Japanese kid.
Of course, he's Japanese.
Yeah, that's pretty nuts.
That is, I mean,
he was probably good at the math of the the spins.
I know which is my favorite. I take it back. Curling is not my favorite.
What's your favorite?
Men's figure skating.
Oh Lord, I feel like that was sarcastic.
Is that a sarcastic response, or are you truly like
them boys when they get in the air?
Nothing like it.
There's nothing like seeing men just twirl like little girls in the air and wearing tight spandex outfits. Oh my gosh!
Oh yeah.
Is this mirrors that warm in here? It's just this corner.
Well, yeah. Just Michael. That side of the table.
Here we are again talking about sports, and I'm just.
Do you not watch the? But Olympics aren't really sports, though. It's like
they're totally sports.
Be careful who you say that to.
Nothing. The Olympics is about sporty people.
No, but I'm saying it's more
about national pride more
than
anything.
It's national pride. It's like we...
And
that's like I heard
yesterday that the U.S. is sending the largest delegation of athletes ever.
I feel like they do that every time.
No. Like, this is even the largest the U.S. has ever put out. Like, the number of athletes that are actually going, that have qualified, is the largest of all time.
Wow.
Want to know why? Because they haven't done drugs this time.
No, you want to know why? Because Donald Trump made America great again.
No! Oh my God. You're Cuban and you said that.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm with Michael. I'm done.
Oh, no. All right. So Michael doesn't have Josh.
You have to be white to say that.
Do you have a favorite Olympic sport?
The baby toss.
And you can switch the camera on you if you'd like to.
It would make sense.
I'm not actually. It's a hard choice.
Not really. Just pick your favorite.
Snowboarding or bobsledding?
It's a toss up between bobsledding and like the ski long jump.
Oh yeah.
Oh, those
Where
are
they're
so cool.
flying
And they got
down
two
the
different ones, two different heights.
Yeah, where they're flying down the mountain, just like football fields.
Yeah.
Okay, that's pretty cool. I actually love
It's
that.
like that big jump in X Games for skateboarding that James Brown or something Brown one day like almost died.
I agree. Well, for those of you watching, comment and let us know what your favorite Olympic sport is. I definitely do love Winter Olympics way more than the Summer Olympics.
I like the X Games better
because you can do
personally.
more. There's a lot faster, like more technical things.
Yeah.
As far as because it's not. I mean, running's fun to watch like for a little bit, and then it's just kind of
for
boring.
the
Like,
first 20 yards. Then I'm done.
Do you notice something specific about athletes that participate in the Winter Olympics? What's
Mostly female.
mostly what though?
Women.
No, well,
Not
Caucasian?
dudes.
Caucasian.
White.
And why would you think that?
Because snow is white.
Josh is wearing
No,
Because
just-
black people are faster.
no,
so they run.
No,
It's
I don't
because
know.
typically, well, it's because it's all because of regional things. There's a reason people are Caucasian. There's a reason people.
and monetarily.
There's a reason.
Region.
He said reason.
I said
Region.
a reason, and it's because regional.
Yeah.
It's where they grew up. Scandinavians, or it's because of there's no sun ever,
Yeah.
so you don't the melatonin and
So it's daughters. So yeah, female.
Well, no, but also the demographic
Thank you,
is
You said there's no sun.
the cost to get into a lot of the Winter Olympic sports. Like you think figure skating, the coaching and
Oh, yeah,
of
lessons
course, yeah.
one after another. That's a lot. I mean, and I don't mean
To
this
run is free.
in any bad way or you know whatever it is, but to run fast, all you need is just an open space.
Yeah.
There's a reason why soccer is the #1 sport in the world because all you need is a ball.
And a place to kick it between.
And you think about hockey. Hockey's not that popular altogether. Is because you need a stick, a puck, ice, goals. You need a lot of
And you
different.
the
be in
whole
some
arena.
hall.
It's got to be climate
Well,
controlled.
Yeah,
Well, I mean, hockey is the #1 sport in Canada, so
but Canada is 4 people, so
yeah. Exactly.
Burn.
But no, I agree. I mean, it's very true. But I mean, in response to that, there was actually for the first time an African American female that made
bobsledder. Yeah,
well, not I think bobsledder
Yeah.
and ice skating races
ice skating. Yeah,
that actually qualified for. I think it was
Yeah.
the first time. So I mean,
yeah.
it is cool to see.
I like the fact that more ethnic groups are getting involved in different things. I mean, even here in Colombia, there are groups and organizations that, like, because we're all musicians, that they will do free piano lessons for Hispanics and blacks because they know most of the time those ethnic groups, and I'm part of it. I'm Hispanic. Most of the time, we are not as affluent as others and don't have the resources to be able to afford $35, $40, or $60 a week for piano
Right, yeah.
lessons. So they
they're expensive.
subsidize it and give it free for those to make it music accessible. And now they're doing it with sports to make it accessible for everybody,
yeah,
subsidizing the cost.
that's pretty cool.
I didn't know that.
And I'm not talking Bernie Sanders subsidizing. I'm talking about,
Are you filming right now, Michael?
I am.
You're like trying to be sneaky. You're so sneaky.
what's your favorite sport?
Yeah.
I guess it is hard, and because I love a lot of the Winter Olympics. Definitely, the snowboarding is fun to watch.
Yeah.
I love the half pipe. It's a lot. I mean,
I think it's
Come on,
because
Alan.
it's newer, it's fresh, it's more
is.
to your culture.
yeah. But I love bobsledding too.
Yeah.
Bobsledding's fun to watch, and that's probably
I
because
like the skeleton.
oh yeah, where they just do.
Yeah,
Those
on
guys are
one guy
insane.
head first.
I just got something in my eye.
Are you okay?
Yeah, it's like
It was your finger.
wow.
Oh. No, but yeah, that's probably why.
No, it was an eyelash, and I know it.
It's a lot. It's thrilling. Just to see them go down.
It is.
That
Well,
track is crazy.
Plus,
And
it's
it's
just
dangerous.
impressive because when you're doing the half pipe, once you get to the very top, you have
We're
to
talking
jump
about
with the right.
bobsledding, though.
Bobsledding's impressive too, but I was still stuck on the half pipe.
I mean, bobsledding is cool, but
But
the
half pipe,
athletic
though.
skill to be able to do
the half
bobsledding
pipe,
is
yeah.
not like
You just got to be able to.
Yeah.
you just
push
got to be able to
something.
run on ice.
Run and then tuck your head, and then you have the driver
You
up
have to
front pulling
lean
the.
and-
Yeah.
But
Have you seen that fail video where it like they went around a curve and then it flipped over and they were skidding because they couldn't get down low enough on their heads?
It's a Jamaican bobsled team.
Why Jamaican jokes, man?
No, for real. You don't know about the Jamaican bobsled team?
have you ever watched Cool
You ever?
Runnings?
Yes, that's like the
Raymond, you've
best
never seen
historical-
Cool Runnings?
I feel like I'm
Movie
being
ever.
attacked right now and I don't appreciate it.
It's on Netflix.
Yes.
It's
I don't have time for Netflix.
That's a lie. You and I sat and watched The End of the World last night for like 3 hours.
don't have time. All right, you need to watch
That
it
was
before.
rare.
Yeah.
We might need to get you guys to come over and watch Cool Runnings.
Yeah, that'd be a cool show. Just
it
like
cool
do
if I run
commentary on top of a movie.
Look at that guy.
I'm not
He
sure how
fell.
legal that is, but that
Yeah.
would be it's
Copyrights.
really funny. Well, I think you could do some of that on a
We
video.
just could like not show the movie at all, and we have to explain it to the viewers or
I
listeners.
think it is legal to be able to do that. You have to cut it up into pieces though,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
stop it and then comment on it. Like you
Minute
can't.
and a half clip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Minute and a half.
Yeah,
clip.
give it
Lame.
VCLI.
which means the video would be like 3.5 hours.
30 million and a half videos.
Um.
Oh god, that would suck.
So,
So what's next, John? Mr.
question for
Jason?
you guys:
Yeah.
Who in here likes drones?
Oh, love
I
drones.
love them.
I really, really need
Actually,
one.
okay. So I have actually worked with a real estate guy.
Hey, why are we droning on about this? Sorry.
Thank you very much. I've worked with a real
All right,
estate
somebody call
guy
Adrian, bring him back.
for our business that we do.
Okay.
Adrian and I. And
What's up, guys?
I hate flying them. I mean,
Really?
I think it's because it's not mine. Because we do.
I think it's because you suck.
Yeah.
No, it don't suck. The thing. The problem is.
No,
if
I
you're
don't
around-
suck.
It's because you suck.
Okay.
Why would you pause there?
Okay.
Phrasing.
Okay.
Great. Learn we're
That was
English better.
perfect. That was a good one. Okay. But the problem with the drone it's like a compass based thing. So if you are around like a tower or anything metal, it freaks out.
Which ones you fly?
He has the Altel drone. I don't.
Oh, yeah.
I like the DJI's better. 'cause
Hey, that's
a-
why I got it.
DJ.
DJI.
Yeah.
All right. Get it right. Get
yeah.
wrecked.
No, you're right. Thank you, Raymond.
The new one I have coming in, the Mavic Air is it's got dual IMUs,
Ooh.
which sounds fancy, but it
Dual
basically
emus.
dual emus, and it's the compass in it works incredible. Now you
Any crashes yet? Because I've literally had
once.
one.
He just said it's coming in.
No, I have another one. I have a DJI Spark as well.
the Spark. See,
I want to get the
Spark.
unique
Yeah.
4K.
Those
That
are
one just looks
horrible.
cool. But it has the gimbal built in. You pull it off, and you have like an Osmo, and then you can put it back in.
No, that's the GoPro.
No, like the one made by Unique, the 4K Typhoon, is like $900, and it's got a 4K gimbal, and then you hook a little handle on it, and then you can pull it out, and you have just a camera, and you can walk around with
Yeah.
a steady
Well,
camera.
you know what's unique about Unique? They
Their name?
stink at flying. They're just not. They're not really well balanced.
I've never played with one, so I just
I
know
don't
that
play with
want
mine. I fly mine.
I haven't flown one, so
They're really cool.
maybe I'm just trying to be unique with it. Okay.
But crash stories. You haven't crashed yet.
The only time I've crashed it, I was down at the KC Riverwalk, and I was flying around my kids, and I was going up and back, and as I was going back, a limb came off the tree. It was kind of a little windy that day, not too much, but a limb fell and hit the prop and just kind of made it kind of spiral down.
Yeah.
It broke. I thought it completely broke, and I have insurance on it with a $0 deductible. So I called my insurance company. They sent me the money for it. That's how I was able to get the Mavic Air, because I have to replace. I have to give them a new serial number. But when I took took the Spark home and kind of pulled it apart, I was able to fix it. It was just a spring that came out of place, and I was fixing it right away.
I've heard that the Sparks are very. I mean, you can crash
Unstable.
them.
They're crazy.
Yeah.
They're
Where the
crazy.
Alltel one I had, we had a house. I was out filming, of course, by myself, and I get the thing up there, and it's like high up above this house.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, it starts like dropping because it's saying like the compass, or
Compass error.
it's getting compass error, and it's getting some kind of distortion. So it decides to like auto land itself.
Yeah.
And it starts coming down. I think it's going to hit the roof of the house because I don't know where it's going.
Yeah.
It goes back, goes down, goes behind their house. I'm running back there on their deck, run straight into these trees. I try to catch it because at first it was coming down normal because it wouldn't let me do anything. The controls were shot, basically. Hits the tree, flips over. Pellers hit my hands.
Oh,
and
yeah,
I got cut so bad. And then it still dropped, and then it just would. Yeah.
Dang. The Altels are pretty cool. They're coming out with one's called the Evo. It's 4K. It folds up like the DJI Mavic Pro. The only good thing about it that it shoots 4K, 60 frames a second. I don't like shooting in 60 frames a second. That's is kind of the reason why I didn't buy me another Spark, is I wanted something to shoot in 24 frames a second because I like the more cinematic look. When you have that, you get that motion blur, and I just like that. And
I do like. I mean, I like that.
Yeah,
I
and
agree.
then
There's a time and place for everything.
you can film in D-Log or Cinelog.
You okay with it, Michael?
Mike, are you okay?
I'm good.
Yeah.
Enjoying this.
You're
I saw
I'm sorry, Michael.
one of the drone crashes on the internet. It was my favorite one because I've seen quite a few. Just because I watch a lot of YouTube sometimes. But he was filming like inside a gorilla enclosure, and then or like a chimpanzee enclosure. It wasn't a gorilla. And then it's panning, and all of a sudden a monkey comes out of nowhere and smacks it down with a stick.
Oh yeah, I've seen
and
that
I was
one.
like, oh man,
Yeah.
that sucks.
I seen one.
Did you say King Kong?
I seen one where an eagle came and grabbed it out of the air.
Wow.
Yeah, he just literally just grabbed it out.
All right.
Thank you for your contribution there, Michael.
I gotta say something every 20
Made
minutes.
it like a goose.
Otherwise, it's not
Say something every 20 minutes.
Anyways,
All right, you have 20 minutes. You have to be quiet.
It's 20 minutes.
We don't even
Anything
have
you
20
like to say,
minutes.
Michael? How you doing? How you doing tonight?
I'm doing great.
How's that corner treating you?
It's actually pretty spacious. I got some room.
You're next to a fat guy, so you don't have that much room.
I mean, it'll be spacious here soon, though, right?
soon.
Yeah, soon.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that until you said something like that. Yeah, I think that's about it. Anything else crazy happened in anyone's lives this week? Do a quick roundup.
Just a lot of work.
It's a lot of work. Yeah.
Work's been overkill.
Same.
Yeah.
Lots of overtime, which means lots of money, which means more drum equipment.
Not
More drum
same.
equipment.
More drum equipment.
Yeah.
Oh, I have a
More
kind of
sticks.
lame story that happened.
Toms.
I
Or
recently
add-ons.
have started up an obsession with pop vinyls, and I bid on a couple. I bid on a couple that I wanted on eBay, and like quickly got outbid. So I was like, I'm gonna beat the system, and I bid on like 12, and I won like well over half of them, which was not supposed to happen. I thought I would win like 2, and so now I have like a lot of pop. But
Did you have the money to cover all of the?
fortunately, barely. Like literally barely. Like I could have canceled them, but I was like, I don't want to be that guy because
Was it like all the same one though?
No,
Oh, thank God.
like it was a bunch of different ones. I got like 3 of them are open. I got Perfect Cell from Dragon Ball Z, Frieza Final Form. I got Johnny Depp's Mad Hatter. I got Sora Valor Form.
oh my
The
God.
dude from Coco.
These are vinyl records.
Pop vinyls.
Pops.
See those the amiibos down there? They're like bigger.
Oh,
bigger
okay.
than
I'm
those.
thinking like
They're
records.
like
Is that the
3
ones with the
They're like
bigger
cuties,
heads?
The big
Yeah.
heads and small
Okay.
bodies.
I'm thinking like records. I'm like, what?
No, pop
Vinyl.
vinyl. They're made by Funko.
Vinyl.
And
Okay.
it was just,
thought
I
you
expected
said
to
a
win like
Coke on
2.
an
I also
old
got
record.
Crash Bandicoot. He's on the way. But that one's the one I'm
I
most
like
excited
Crash.
about because like
That's great.
Crash Bandicoot. And I got Gohan. It was just way too many.
You
I made a mistake.
have reached a level of nerddom that I've never heard of before.
I made a terrible
I've never
mistake.
seen this. Yeah, yeah. Aren't those called like Funkos or something like that?
Yeah,
that's
I
the
just said that.
company,
Funko's
Pop.
the
Ah.
the
So
company.
Pop is the small ones, and then Funko makes like a line of action figures. They make like plushes, stuff like that. Usually based off of.
Okay, you just beat him in nerddom.
I mean, I know all of it too.
I worked at Barnes
You
Noble
took his
for a year.
level and put a 2 next
I worked
to
at
it.
Barnes Noble for a year and I had to sell them. So
Oh,
I
that makes
didn't know
sense.
about
I'll give you a pass.
I mean,
I just enjoy them.
I just heard something about that as far as I don't know if you guys ever watched this guy on YouTube, Boogie2988.
I have watched them.
Yep.
I haven't.
Yeah. He's like
you okay over there, Josh?
Josh, you've heard of him?
Yes.
Yeah, he's kind of a weird guy. The only reason I started watching him because he did a similar style of surgery that I'm about to do. I just found a story on that. But he was talking about GameStop. The reason that they are like they're heavily into doing collectibles now is because there's no money in video games because
not anymore.
almost
Everything's
everything you could
downloadable.
buy, download.
Yeah, download.
And
direct
pop
from your
vinyls
hard
are
drive.
the new Beanie Babies of
They
our
honestly are. Like if you
of
walk in
our
the-
generation.
There's a store in the mall in Greenville, the Haywood Mall in Greenville,
Yeah, I love
called Pop
Haywood.
Culture, and it's not because of the pops, but they
Bro.
literally have a wall just and Hot Topic in
Michael?
Columbia.
Hey, Michael.
I
I know you haven't been speaking.
Are you
that
gonna
much,
take
but-
me to that
What?
store?
Pop Culture?
Yeah.
It's in the Haywood Mall in Greenville.
Let's hit up that. Let's go to Second and Charles.
Oh,
Let's
Second
just
and
do
Charles is
this.
another big
They got a lot, actually.
And I don't know if you guys knew this, but I only found out because a friend of mine works there. The Toys R Us here in
I
Columbia.
might
is
have to
closing.
go.
So they're doing
I
like
get
a
paid
live closeout
Thursday.
sales. So if you have kids that like stuff at Toys R Us, it might be the time to go.
I
They're
got kids
closing?
to buy
Yeah, they're closing
presents
the
for.
Thank
Really?
the Lord.
You know what would be really cool there at the Toys R Us?
What?
Columbia World Outreach. Plug in my church.
Oh yeah, I want to plug in my channel too.
Oh, okay.
Raymond Haggerty.
Go ahead.
Hey,
look it
we
up.
need to plug in Josh's channel.
We need to plug
Yes,
in my
Josh,
phone. It's dying.
The fanciful tea lovers.
Get mad,
with
subscribers.
Josh's channel. Josh is actually doing great with his YouTube channel. He is almost to 1,000 subscribers.
Wow.
It's what,
Pretty
32
well.
away?
32 way. He does a lot of
32
do-it-yourself
away.
things. If
And
you
what's the channel about?
It's about
Anything.
building things. He builds things on it.
DIY comedy.
DIY.
I'm not gonna lie though.
Comedy.
The other day
You
I
have to
watched
be
one of
funny
your
to
really old
consider
videos where you're like
Comedy.
just commenting on something and you look freaking hilarious.
Yeah, I did.
You're wearing like a blue shirt.
So
I
the
think.
comedy
Your hair
is
was
more about
really,
you
really
being
long.
funny looking than funny
Oh
sounding.
my goodness!
Yeah.
It was so.
But
died.
doing
Visual
well.
comedy.
Doing well. Of course, YouTube changed all their ad policies, so we
Yep.
can make money now.
And I'm about to start streaming a lot more video games.
I
He's
might
gonna
be-
be on some.
Be joining him with some of it.
And
Carlos,
And I'll
so-
be watching a lot of videos.
You'll be watching
Also-
a lot of videos.
quick
I-
other plug. If you or anyone you know is getting married or you have an event that you want filmed or photographed, look up Haggerty Cinema or Archetype 4
Yes.
because we're doing that.
And we can talk
And-
about
Yeah.
The,
and if you
um,
mention this podcast, I'll give you 10% off.
sponsor for tonight's show would be Archetype 4, which is a local media consulting company that
A little biased, aren't we?
very biased.
Shameless plug.
So if you need anything for your company, ministry, nonprofit, whatever you like to do, it's great.
All the
Um,
profit, whatever.
It's a one-stop shop for everything you might need, so you don't have to go, pay someone to build a website and then pay someone to put it on social media and then pay someone to fix it up. You just come to us, we'll do everything for you. Video, graphic design, social media content, anything.
Well, there
But-
goes my
All right,
plug.
so here's my best go at
Can't plug my
infomercial
graphic
for
design.
Archetype 4.
Oh, gosh.
I don't have time to do my own stuff. They can do it for me. all I
Okay,
got.
right.
First world
okay,
problems.
we're gonna go ahead and end it there.
I kind of just like didn't know where to go.
And
with
thus
that.
ended Raymond's acting career.
Start and finish. Really,
Did not last
record.
long.
Hey, we need to put him behind the computer.
His 14 seconds of shame.
He'll be behind the computer next week.
I mean, fame.
No.
Hey, you
Yeah.
know what would be cool?
What?
If
If
Adrian
I
came,
have the time and if you guys want, I should bring my new drone next week and show you guys.
Yeah, bring it over.
I'm down.
The
We'll
We
do
can do
that.
that. We could do the VR thing.
Maybe we'll do a tech. It might be a tech week next week.
Yeah.
Tech talk. Tech.
TikTok.
Tech talk.
Tickety,
Not a
tickety,
TED
tock,
Talk, but a
tock.
TikTok.
Not
But a tech
Ted,
talk.
Tech.
Oh, we'll do like the VR. We'll do the
VR.
drone.
Drone. We can talk about. That'd be a good themed thing.
Talk about the computer you got, the computer you want, the computer I'm building.
The
If
Mac
it's
that
not
I
a
might be
Mac,
getting
it
from
doesn't
Raymond.
work.
Yeah.
If it,
All
It
right.
works.
Well, thank you everyone for being on the show. Michael, Carlos, Raymond. I don't know. I forgot your
in
name.
our live
And
studio
Raymond.
audience.
In our live studio audience. Thank
I
you
don't-
for joining us tonight.
I don't need to thank you.
No one.
And Josh for producing our show. Please be sure to check out the Adrian and John channel, YouTube, Twitch, Instagram, Facebook. We're pretty much on everything. Make sure to like, subscribe to us. You can catch all of our amazing, funny, cool videos. They're not really, but go ahead and check us out.
You know what? The one I did enjoy was the Norway stuff. That was
the Norway
cool.
stuff. That was so much fun.
You're gonna really like the one that we're working on. That we're supposed to be working on.
Hey,
soon.
maybe we'll get a minute. We'll have to get you some of our videos here soon.
Yeah.
But
you want to
thank
rob
you.
a store?
We're going to end on that. Thank you, everyone, for joining us tonight for the Serious Talk Show. We will be back next Monday at 9, talking about Tech Talk.
Yeah.
You know, the music was supposed to start there.